So it is Tuesday. It's the day before I'm heading up to GB. Really noisy in here because I've got the washing machine on. I've had the house to myself. Treat yourself. And I got my last few bits. Got my petrol because I'm leaving. Ticket because of childcare. I'll be driving up to Manchester at probably 3 in the morning tomorrow. So let's see if I capture much of tomorrow. I did a bit of work, so I've just been working on my personal brand side of things. Just trying to get my head around like the whys, like why do I do what I do? Getting really clear on everything. What do I want to share on here? Doing a bit of a reset as well. I know the next few days are going to be really intense. I've got 3 days at camp up at GB. I feel like one thing I've really learnt recently, like I'm not someone that slows down, I'm not someone that stops. I'm not someone who gives myself space to do any kind of rest. But I'm really trying now. And I'm finally watching Inventing Anna. So it's been popping up on my Instagram, on my Netflix for forever. And I always like to join the party late with series. So just started that and it's actually really good. So I was watching that in the bath. Now I'm gonna go pick the boys up. I'm gonna soak up some time with them before the rest of the week starts. And yeah, in the worry and the guilt, the mum guilt, I don't know how you remedy it. I know that it shows that I care. I find it so hard and they're gonna have the best few days and I'm very lucky. I have the village around me that I do so that I can go and chase dreams that I definitely couldn't have done before. The next time you might see me, I might look a bit worse for wear and it might be dark and I might be in a car. I'll see you then. Good morning. It is Wednesday. It is just gone 8 o'clock. I'm up in Manchester. It is freezing. Everything is frozen outside my window. And last night I travelled a 5-hour drive after dinner. So I had dinner with the boys and Harvey. And I wanted to stay and put the boys to bed. But Harvey was like, they're going to close the motorways. So yeah, I decided reluctantly to leave earlier. So we left like 6:30 before they went to bed. Headed up, and it was a really good drive. Nice and easy. I think I found my hack. I feel like because last time I went up, I got up at 3 in the morning and drove up. And then you hit rush hour because it's like a 4-hour drive on a good day. So you hit the rush hour, you hit just everything you could possibly think on the way up, and then you're just almost there in time for training. It's just so stressful. So I feel like I found my hack because I get to see the family, do all the mum things, almost put them to bed. I think I might push it and put them to bed next time. And then switch into athlete, drive up, do the thing up here. So yeah, had a Red Bull, not a good vibe. But it got me through the drive, just struggled to sleep a little bit. So I'm on more caffeine. I think probably not the best thing to do, but you know. One of my boys is really poorly, so he's got a really bad cold, which then he shared the love, so I'm not feeling too hot. And also just feeling terrible that I'm not at home with him. But I know he's in good hands. So I'm gonna have my breakfast, which I don't know where I put it. Where did I put it? Oh, it's behind me. There it is. Yeah, so I've got these like ready to go porridge pots. I went to Tesco, I ordered from Tesco's like loads of healthy, easy food, which feels like it's really impossible, but managed to find some stuff that I can eat on the go with a little prep, so I don't have to rely on kind of eating out all the time. Did some work with ChatGPT and apparently those Rice Krispie squares that I love are really, really good for post-workout, like a quick bit of carb. So we'll give that a go. Just been catching up with life, got loads of messages from people, feel terrible. I haven't replied to them. My head was whirring. I was watching Behind the Diary of a CEO on the way when I was traveling the other day. My head's been whirring about that, about business, and yeah, I've got all the things in my head, so I need to just switch gears into athlete, focus on that, and go do some stretching because, oh my goodness, after 5 hours of driving, like your hips, which are very important in Taekwondo, are just so stiff. I'm really excited. I've just kind of locked in a partnership with a company that are going to be able to help me a little bit with my drives. So I'm really excited about that. I'm really excited to try some different adaptations and see how it goes, because at the moment I have no adaptions to drive. I don't need them for like short distance, but after going up and visiting the company and seeing what they have, like there's so much it would be good for the fact that I have to sit quite close to the steering wheel to then be able to steer, which then like ergonomically means your knees are bent, your ankles are bent, the hips are probably not in the right position. I'm excited to see how their adaptions are going to help me, and I'm going to be filming it all, sharing it all. I think it's really going to change how I come out of a drive like this. I'll take you along with me. First training day at camp. It's frozen, but yeah, let's go. Morning. Okay, so I've just come out of my first session. First session was good. It was all about making sure that you took the first action, being aggressive, getting them in the wrong position. And as you can tell, I am a little bit gross afterwards. It was hard work, but it's good. It's looking around all the other guys were as like worn out as me. And I have to remember that I am 34 and everyone else is about 16, so it's fine. But yeah, it was a good session. I find it so hard mentally more than anything. It's not even the sessions, it's the bit around it, it's the settling into the space. Yeah, just finding a comfy corner basically. I like to just hide, so I'm in the car right now just having a little chill. Gonna get some food in a minute and then maybe get a coffee and just reset. Got one more session this afternoon at 2. So it is Wednesday evening. I wanted to film more of the day, but the day ended up being a bit kind of all over the shop. There was a lot of plyometrics, which sucks because obviously, I don't know if I said it this morning, but my shin splints have kind of come back, and then plyo is just not, jumping up and down is just not the vibe when you're trying to get rid of that. Joined in with a lot of it, and then my legs just were like, nope. So I spoke to my coach and he was like, yeah, you're not gonna be able to do this stuff. I'm like, oh. I'd rather do it and it hurt than not do it, but you gotta learn, listen to your body. So I just did like adjusted stuff, just basically moving my body in some manner whilst they were doing the plyometrics. They went into some sparring, which was good, practicing like different movements. But yeah, looking at second actions, like going in with a stab, then what's your next move, like the next technique. If they come into the clinch, if they come really close, my brain just goes bleh. So practicing that's really important for me. So lots of practice on that, just kind of when someone's coming at you and they're getting close, what do you do? My coach has done a really good job of making me like a long distance to mid distance fighter, so keeping the person away. But it does mean that when someone gets close, my brain goes, ah. So yeah, I'm focusing a lot on that at the moment. I think it's just something I just need to, it's mental, just need to snap out of it. Yes, from that, and then had a really interesting session. Goldie Sayers, she came in and did a talk with some of the team about property investment, how she's built a portfolio and she's built a business around it whilst she was an athlete and then when she retired. And it was just really interesting for me at the point we were at with Limb Match and I Am Possible. She was talking about kind of what's good debt, what's bad debt, like getting into debt to buy you an asset that is income generating is actually beneficial, as long as obviously the income will outbalance the debt at some point. Like it's not that old school kind of like, oh, credit cards are bad and this is bad and that's bad. It's like, if you're buying the right stuff with the debt, then
that's actually fine. Yeah, it was just an interesting thing to think about, like in terms of like reinvesting money. What am I reinvesting money in Iron Possible and in the match, and how does it look? How I'm thinking differently about Iron Possible, and how it's kind of the platform with different pillars and different ventures on it that I hope amplifies or will amplify the disabled community's voices and empower them to like challenge the world. I don't know, it's just all percolating in my brain right now, and I really want to work on it. But it's 9:20, so I should do some good sleep hygiene. I'm gonna resist the urge to work through the night because I need to have my athlete head on, look after my body, do the things. So I will do that, and I will catch you in the morning. Good morning. I'll put this on properly. Yesterday was good. We ordered dinner. I brought mine back to the room. I binged a bit of Netflix and just curled up in a ball. I had a lovely call with the boys and Harvey back home. It was carnage. They weren't really hyper, I think, because I was on the phone. But yeah, it was nice to see them and just catch up with them. I just binged the rest of Inventing Anna and went to sleep. Up this morning. We've got some homework to do today. We've got to watch some fights from the last competition and answer some questions from that. So I'm going to do that in my break. But yeah, we're sparring with the seniors today. We're training with the seniors today, sorry. The kids are off cooking. I can supposedly cook. So I think Harvey would argue against that. So I won't be doing that. But yeah, I feel like I made some good headway in how to make myself feel more at home in this hotel. Because last time I think it was such a culture shock for me, like the whole thing. I'm such a homebody. I love traveling. I love seeing new places, but I'm such a homebody. I love my home comforts. I did little things. So I bought a plushie from the boys with me. I bought like a little throw. I bought one of my books, which is just pretty to look at even if I don't actually open it. And then I bought myself some of the super dark chocolate. So in my head I was like, it's healthy-ish. It's better for you. I'm only gonna have a few spares because it's so strong. I'm not gonna want much. So a little treat. But I got my coffee this morning. I've got my laptop here with a bazillion post-it notes on it. And then I'm gonna head down to the centre. So it's 5 to 9 now. It only takes me about 7 minutes to get there, which is pretty good. Yeah, I'm excited. Just need to keep pushing forward. Got my trusty porridge and my flat white. I thought I got over my shin splints, but I did a plyometric session with my coach remotely on Monday and then came in, and the coach's training here has shifted to more physical plyometric work. So anyone who's had shin splints knows that jumping up and down is not a vibe. But push through it, because that's what, I don't know, you're taught to do, not by my coach, not by GB, not by anyone else, but I think society just tells you to push through pain. And that's like some form of success. But I spoke to Tom, the physio here at GB, before the session. They give you like an hour to kind of prepare for training, where you can like catch up with any of the team if you need anything. They actually went in there just to say I needed some bandaging for some blisters, and mentioned my shin splints, and he was like, yeah, you can't train. And I was like, what? He was like, yeah, no, you're gonna have to do some replacement sessions with the S&C coach, and you're not going to do any kicking. Andrew Deers just pulled in, which is crazy. So funny. Yeah, last year at the Paralympics, watched this whole team perform at the Grand Palais, and then this year, just parking up next to me in his car. Or like Beth, she looks after all the prep team. She delivered my dinner to me at my hotel yesterday. She's like literally the best, like she like looks after you so well. And she's literally the reason why I even applied to do this, and it's just so strange. I mean, if Harvey's editing this, just ramble. I don't know where I'm going with it. Tom said, not allowed to train, no taekwondo, no kicking, and also did not realise that shin splints can turn into fractures because it's in your bone and it bleeds into your bone, and then it can turn into like a hairline fracture and then a full fracture. It literally breaks your legs. Today is exciting. I'm not allowed to train, obviously, so I'm going to catch up with the team, find out what I can do. But I have, I'm not sure how to pronounce her name, Morgan, I'm not sure, but I'll put her Instagram here. She does really cool photos and content for some really big brands like Nike, and she's going to take some photos of me today. And it's all about, I think she's got like a really old camera, but it's all about adaptive athletes. I think the photos are going to end up in an art exhibition. So she said to me last night, because I explained to her, like, I can't train, is that going to impact anything? And she was like, no, it's fine, actually, I need you to keep really still. She was like, that's going to be your challenge, is keeping still, not moving. So I think it might be one of those old cameras where like there's really long exposure. So that'll be interesting. So I'm meeting her at 9:30, do some stuff with her, do some replacement sessions, some S&C, and then it'll be home time. So that's my day. I'll take you along as much as I can. I'll see if Megan, if she is happy for me to just film a bit of it as well, and I can share it. Thoughts are with, like, do you want to take I will do this bit. So with all this, basically these are super important for, actually one of them spun over in a competition. Oh yeah? And this span, and then I got a kick there. It was not fun. Oh my god. Got Bob.
Oh no,
So yeah, with scoring you have socks on with sensors on. Okay. So you have sensors here, the back of the heel, and in some systems on the bottom as well. Yeah. And when they connect with either sensors in your helmet or in the body, that's when you score. Right. So the sensors are like here, sometimes in the middle. Okay. And then pretty much where the dots are. So like we're here. They're not exactly there, but you can see that they're on the seams. Okay. So when your foot makes contact, that's when I need to do it hard enough. Yeah. So your weight category then determines kind of how hard you have to kick. If you step, so twist, kick. Yeah. Oh yeah. So
okay, now can you do it? We're gonna try like a bit slower. Yeah.
So I was going to film in here, but it's absolute carnage. So we're going to go and film this in the boys' room. But I'm just going to duck under my washing, keeping it real. Just got back from my S&C training session. Was really excited. I just got back the photos from Morgan. So hopefully before this you'll have seen shots of Morgan taking photos. Which was awesome. Like, she was so lovely, made me feel super comfortable, and yeah, just like really interesting getting to talk to her about kind of all her different projects and her background, and I think she was a part of the campaign that I'm obsessed with called This Girl Can. Anytime I do any kind of marketing activities or campaign planning, I'm always like, that tone, that's the one. So it was really cool to meet her. Yeah, so she posted them on her Instagram, so go check them out. Really excited to see where they go next. I know she wanted to do a art exhibition, so yeah, that'd be really cool. And it just was a bit of a, like, seeing those photos as well. Like, I know, like, I'm wearing kind of the gear and stuff now, but it's just a bit of a reality check, I guess. Like, it's a bit wild, the whole situation. Like 2 years ago, if you'd said to me that I would be training with GB Taekwondo, I would have laughed. So seeing it in like an art form, seeing it in that style of photography, is pretty wild. So really just excited about that. Yeah, and I hope that this vlog has just given you a little bit of a window into the world of an athlete. Obviously I'm new to the sport, new to the world myself, so I'm just settling in. So I hope I've given you quite a real example. So I'll keep sharing like snippets from this side of my life as well. through the vlog because I don't think it would be avoidable. I had a really lovely moment with my son the other day as well. He brought back a new book for his phonics kind of syllabus, and opened it up, started reading, and then I was like, oh, I got really excited because there was some really lovely representation in there. So next week I want to talk a little bit more about that because it got me thinking about a few things. So yeah, if you made it this far again, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed this one, and I'll see you next week.